Welcome everyone to an interesting little stream on Strategic Command World War One. This is just another one of those Strategic Command titles, so I can tell you right away, without me needing to say anything, if you enjoy the Strategic Command titles, you're going to like this. It's just another more polished version. I'm going to roll the dice with copyright strikes and see how the music plays with YouTube. I'll be able to tell all my friends, the historical gamer, X2G, everyone, whether or not you can use the music. Otherwise, I have the Victoria 2 soundtrack as a backup. Thanks for Paradox for making such great music and also not flagging it for copyright strike. That's, you can say a lot of good or bad things, whatever you want about Paradox, but this, as a person who makes content on YouTube, is a huge plus. Anyways, let's just go ahead and say a hi to everyone. Is that the Thank You 2 soundtrack? Yes, it absolutely is. Mic issues. Yes. Extremely quiet. I can see already. Oh my god. Test. Is that better? Is it using my correct microphone at least now? Let's see. Oh my god, why is this so low? Okay, how about now? No, still nothing? Boy, oh boy, let's just kill this real fast. Can you guys hear me at all? Let me try this. Take... way up. It should be better now. In fact, oh my god, I should have warned you. It should be completely fixed. In a bad way that I might have blown out a few eardrums. But anyways, the microphone issues are resolved. Thankfully, I can take the volume back down. It looks fine. Okay. Yes, very good. Whoa, god. The problem is that there's another device I just acquired that now captures... Anyway, rip my ears. Yeah, I'm so sorry. Anyway, so let me go ahead and start the stream officially. D's Newts, Jack Walters, Novko Noko, Finnish Jaeger, John Granger, Incompetent Idiot, the KGB. Always nice to know the KGB is watching me. Welcome everyone. Dex Rex. So now we're back and I can try to turn on the volume here. Again, this is roulette with YouTube's copyright strike algorithm, but whatever, we'll find out. We'll figure it out. Okay, so today we're going to be playing as L'Entente, which I can't speak French. Everyone knows that's the biggest joke that you get me into a pronunciation and rule the waves as the French nation, and I'm just in big trouble. So this is going to be kind of funny. I've been playing around with this a lot, and I have to say, I just like full disclosure, Strategic Command has never captured me before. Probably just because I've never really bitten the bullet, gone in, and, completely committed myself to learning it. So today, I can say that I've actually spent about 6 hours learning the game, trying to get a feel for it. I watched Agrippa Maxenius, who has been playing it. Wolfpack asked, what the hell is this? This is World War I shenanigans. So what we're going to be doing is playing on maybe even easier difficulty settings. I'm not very confident in... Okay, we'll play with normal difficulty settings, but we'll play with the Fog of War off. And that'll be an interesting way of seeing what the AI is doing. We need the FBI, NSA, and CIA. That's right. We only have the KGB watching. I guess that just says something about my stream. It's not interesting enough to most people. But the KGB, they watch everything. So previously, I had been trying to play as the Central Powers on Novice difficulty. Now, this does not do anything to combat, as far as I know. I mean, just based on this screen showing you the bonuses and what the default settings do. Now, you can choose your own little custom values if you want. So you can say intermediate. So maybe intermediate difficulty does do something. Maybe it does, actually. RTFM, right? I need to read the manual. The problem is the manual didn't ship with this press copy. It's still being worked on, I believe. So I Wouldn't have read it anyway, but I have a valid excuse for not. What I'm going to do is just play on intermediate difficulty, and like I said, if I played on novice, I just don't know if... I think that these are... I don't know if this is affecting combat or not, but we'll probably get our butt kicked. We'll just do intermediate and just die. Menus are not showing properly. Oh dear. That's this problem with this game. This might be bad. Let me try... So, let's see. If I hit cancel on this... Yeah. It's not showing anything. Okay, let me try capturing... The problem with this game is that I can do this another way. This game is hopefully not graphically intensive enough. I'm going to go to full screen. And just you wait. Tortuga's working his magic. Now this still won't show... No, doesn't show it. We're going to fix it. I even asked these guys if they could fix this. I was like, yeah, it's not I'm using a different... So they don't have a windowed mode. They don't have a windowed mode. They only have borderless window mode. So you can't even see the settings I'm bringing up. But let me try this. Game capture. We're going to make this work. Can you capture any full screen application? Is this going to do it? Delete this. One sec. I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna get it. It's the last thing I do. Okay. Alright, not the way I like to do it, but I'll just capture my entire desktop. Display capture. Dangerous. So dangerous. And transform. Ah, we did it! So anyway, I've already sent a request to the developers. Hopefully they can fix this. I can show you what I'm talking about now. There is no windowed mode. There's only borderless window. So anyway, but we'll work with it. We'll work with it. And you guys are going to see, unfortunately, a much tinier screen because I'm going to play on full screen, which is now 1440. But I'm not streaming at 1440. It's fine. I have everyone saying like nicely done. It's all working. It's fine. But I already experimented with all this stuff. You know, I try to do my homework. This is not the first time I've loaded this game. So now you can see what I'm looking at. I'm going to choose a call to arms, and we can do play campaign. This just tells us what the victory conditions are. We are not going to make it that far anyways. Let's get into it. And here's what I was talking about. If we move the difficulty up and down, it modifies this. I don't know if it changes anything else, but I think that this difficulty just impacts what's chosen here. So you can give the computer a bonus or not. However, maybe evidence to the contrary is I can choose novice and then choose to give the AI, you know, some bonus. So maybe this is actually the combat difficulty. I don't know. Or maybe it just doesn't, this overwrites this no matter what. Or this just sets this bottom bonuses section. Who knows? Anyways, we'll be playing as the Entente. L'Entente. Here we go again. Alt-Enter makes majority of games windowed. Yeah, this one doesn't have a bordered window mode, John. Oh, okay, I don't know. Okay, look, I can try to... Oh my god, that's horrible. But let me just try it real fast. Yeah, no, it does not work. And we're back. Okay, that's fine. I'll experiment with it more offline. Let's just jump into the gameplay. And, you know, this is something that's already been mentioned, so the developers know about it. Okay, now next thing we want to look at is what do we want to do for options. Pretty cool. One of the things I was thinking about doing is they have NATO 3D units, or you can do the NATO counters. Now, I'm going to do the 3D units because I think the icons are going to be extremely small on a 1440 compressed down to 1080 as it is, so hopefully this will help us see a little bit. You'll have to rely on the numbers I'm saying. It's going to be a little frustrating, and can't do anything about that. I apologize. So we'll just go ahead and set OK. And I did this on intermediate difficulty, didn't I? Yeah, but John, thanks for the suggestion. Leth. Oh god, okay, so let's see. System 32 is the problem. Delete it. Alt F4. It's my bedtime. Oh, welcome, Dafty. I didn't say hi to you yet. Letherington's here. He says, I just got VR. This means it's time to stream a strategy game. Nicely done, Salmanopov. Check out this whiz kid. You guys give me too much credit. Really, I just press some buttons on the OBS. OBS Studio does all the work for you. If you ever want to do recordings yourself, just download OBS Studio. It's like magic. Okay, yeah, so Letherington, this is funny. Oh, Swordfish asks, will there be biplanes? Oh, they deployed, so they go first. That's right. Well, we're watching. I gotta stop chatting for just a moment. We gotta watch what they're doing to my poor, poor army. They declared war in Belgium. No! Who saw that coming? Not me. Oh, the UK joins the Entente. Well, L'Entente. L'Entente grows. I don't know how to say grows in French. I only speak Spanish. Oh, yeah, they're retreating because, you know, they're afraid of the French-British fleet. Makes sense. Looks like they deployed... Oh, we are playing with Fog of War off. So I guess intermediate with Fog of War off. That's my compromise. Intermediate will mean it's a little more difficult. Well, I mean, it's just the normal default difficulty, but I find that actually quite difficult. But on the other side of things, we at least are playing with Fog of War off, and I like doing it this way. Actually, if I was to do a full campaign playthrough of this game, absolutely I would turn off Fog of War. But I like being able to see what's going on because it's kind of interesting to see what the AI is doing. It's almost like we're watching both sides of a multiplayer series. So we're going to see what the AI is doing and hopefully learn a little bit more about this game. Hopefully this will be a nice introduction. It also gives me an opportunity to talk about what the computer is doing without actually having to think about what they're doing because they are the ones doing it. So right now, Austria-Hungary is retreating their fleet. It looks like the Baltic fleet for the Germans is moving over to Königsberg area. They're going to smash the Russian fleet if we choose to deploy with it, even if we will not deploy. Spoiler alert, we're not going to deploy with the Russian Baltic fleet. That would be shades of Tsushima. Okay, so here they come. They are attacking Belgium. If we're lucky, Liege will hold on. I highly doubt it. Okay, well, that lasted, exactly two people. Which is great. They are being very aggressive. They are actually attacking Brussels. I didn't myself not attack Brussels on the very first turn when I was doing that. This is horrifying. They might take Brussels. Yikes. Oh, please stop. Oh, please stop. I'm going to get to the chat in a moment. Don't you worry. Ouch. Only a 2-2. We need better than that. And they're moving in with another one. -3, -1. Oh, that was a really bad ratio. Please survive. -2, -2. Okay, that was even at least. Okay, -1 and a 0. Yay, that's not bad. -1, -3. That was good. And I'll try to just say the numbers so you can... Okay, there's a -2 and a 0. A -1, -2. -1, -1. So that wasn't too bad. I mean, we're expecting better... Oh, wow, they're being aggressive here. -3, -1 didn't go that well for us. -2, -2. Not... I want better than even, obviously. Even is not satisfactory. -2, -2. And then they're pushing forward. So they almost took all of Belgium. They did very, very well. Can I restart and go back to novice difficulty? Oh boy. And all in a moment, again, I'll be looking at chat in just a moment. Serbia held out fine, but I don't think they made Serbia their priority. I played this as the Central Powers. It's a little bit loud. I played this as the Central Powers, and first of all, I did not do that well in the opening turn. But I did better in Serbia, for sure. So you have a choice as Austria whether or not you want to focus on Serbia or focus on Russia. I'm guessing that they chose to focus on Russia. Yeah, they're actually defending with Serbia. So that's gonna... I'm actually taking notes here. If I play as the Central Powers, they seem to be doing the wise thing. So... But once we get the limitless forces of the... Oh, Luxembourg surrenders. Oh, no. Well, Brussels did hold. It's just they did not hold very well. Unfortunately. Goban evades its pursuers in the Mediterranean. We didn't even give us a chance to pursue it. What does that mean? France increases its arms production in the southwest. Well, that's me, so I guess that's a good thing. I'll take it. And they chose to deploy their forces to the south. Oh, interesting. So they did choose not to go after Russia. So we're getting some free deployments here. Russian mobilization continues. I am playing as the L'Entente. I'm going to keep saying that because it's fun to say. Go ahead, say it to yourself. L'Entente. I like that. I don't like this. But okay, UK started sending supplies to Russia. Fine, sounds good. Alright, so this is the end state for the Central Powers after their first turn. I really... Yeah, I mean, okay. Hey, welcome, Killer Dane. So let me go ahead and take a moment to... They got a lot of manpower points or whatever these MPP are. Let me go ahead and scroll through the chat. Can't be a Tortuga first look without complaints. Left, that's funny you say that because... somebody was recently, a developer was basically responding and saying, okay, we'll work on it, or they didn't have a very positive impression. And I realized that I have a very critical nature, and I really like games a lot, but... So our combat losses, only Liege detachment destroyed, that's not too bad. But somehow, I probably should emphasize, I'm just not afraid to be critical, but I probably should emphasize how much I'm enjoying these games. Biplane, yes. Jared Draper, welcome. Hello to you as well. Blake Healy, welcome to you. Just say it in Spanish then. They're both Romance languages, close enough. Yeah. Grows is développer in French. Okay, well, good luck to me however you would say that. So here's the summary of things. They declare war on Belgium. UK joined the Entente. Luxembourg occupied. Go to invade. France increases Russian mobilization. And UK starts sending supplies. Okay, sounds good. And now, on Romania. Bringing Romania into the war. Romanians may be tempted to enter this war on our side if we can advance into Austria-Hungary. Capturing Krakow, Lemberg, and Przemysl will encourage Romania to pursue its ambitions in Transylvania. Also consider using diplomacy to move Romania towards l'Entente. Be bold and the war can be won. I don't know if being bold is the best strategy. I'm more of a coward and I will hide behind my lines. Let's just drag this thing out for like 4, maybe 5 years. See how many people can die. Our Serbian ally. Serbia is not a wealthy country, but it has an experienced army that with our assistance should be able to tie up significant enemy forces. It is therefore recommended we consider sending supplies by sea to the Serbs. To do this, click on War Maps at the top of the screen, then Convoy Maps. Then click on the French flag, and you can adjust the number of military production points. Ah, that's what MPP. Look at that. Ask and you shall receive. We just need to read this blurb and we got it. Adjust the number of MPPs to be sent by sea to Serbia every turn. Great. Aiding Serbia. Having entered the war to aid Serbia in its stand against hostile aggression, it is vital that we assist them as much as we can. Our top priority is therefore to attack Austria-Hungary, defeating their forces and capturing territory. We should also consider sending supplies to Serbia via Romania. To do this, okay, yeah, we got it. War maps, convoy map. Then click on the Russia. Oh, so this is for Russia now. Then click on the Russian flag and you can adjust the number of... I mean, probably the points are better spent in in Serbia than in Russia. I don't think the Russians are terribly competent. So now for the UK. Our immediate priorities. Now that we are at war, our top priority must be to assist the French in defending, obviously. At the same time, the Royal Navy can launch a blockade to cut off Germany's food imports from many neutrals. This will reduce their national morale. Be warned, it will annoy the US from time to time. Okay, well, tough. To institute this blockade, we put these units at these places. Makes sense. Naval mines. We can lay naval mines. I know how to do this. As they sink, neutral shipping is not best to place them on or adjacent to convoy routes from neutral countries like Norway and Sweden. Doing so would only trigger negative diplomatic reaction. Okay, duly noted. To lay a minefield, right-click on the mine-laying unit and select the blah blah blah. Got it. Secretary of War. Okay, Lord Kitchener. The initial units comprising the BAF, British Expeditionary Force, which is ready for service on the continent, are all set to sail to France. We will send them, of course. This expeditionary force consists of the experienced 1st and 2nd Corps and a HQ under Sir John French. Arrangements have been made to deploy the Corps at Amiens, with Sir John French setting up this HQ at Rouen. Shipping these units to France will cost 50. Would you like to do this? Yes. Don't think there's any question. We want them there. Okay, and then we have 2 French units which we can deploy. Okay, good. And we can only deploy them near Paris. I'm just trying to see if there's any place else we can deploy them. So no, we can't deploy them, nor would we want to in Africa, but just wanted to see. So I think it's pretty clear we're going to put these right here, so that they're ready to do something good next turn. And then we'll have some British forces here. We're probably going to lose some of this area. Who knows? Maybe with any luck, we'll be able to hold. And now the turn is mine. So now I can finally catch up on the chat. Schlieffen plan is a go. That's right. Scary. Oh god. Oh god. Can HIPs provide artillery support? Ships? Yes, but it seems like it's really bad. AH being competent is scary. Pointy hats are scary. Biplanes. I ski by. Okay, Swordfish is here. Yeah. I'm watching your Ultimate Supreme Leader America playthrough. The Supreme Ruler. That's right. Sure is a lot that happens before the player finally gets to make any gameplay actions. Well, that's kind of fair for World War I. It's not true at all if you're playing the Central Powers, but the way this game works is each person takes a turn, and each turn comprises a week or so. So that means that as Germany, you play the very first turn, and then that is said to be a week. A week advances, then the Allies, the L'Entente, gets their turn, which is a week, which means it's actually 2 weeks until you get your turn back. So everybody gets a week. It's like one person acts, the other person reacts, and then it's a series of reactions from there. But it's not simultaneous, it's not WeGo or anything like that. Those 2 units are the BEF. No, this is not the BEF. These are French forces. I guess the BEF will deploy here in Amiens and Rouen at the start of next turn. Does the game just cover Europe, or do colonies in Africa and Asia also go into play? No, and that is one thing to mention, that this game does not take into account anything other than what you see on the map here. So I guess everything, like Japan declares war on people at some point, I guess that's all abstracted because it doesn't affect anything. Yeah. I'm present to save you. Thank you, Northfield. Although I can't hear your pronunciation, so... Oh, Tortuga's streaming. Oh, hey, Andre. Welcome. Samopov says, I'm watching your Cold Waters. And... You enjoy that? Gotta stop them at the Marne. Yeah, thanks, Shotzi. It's a world war where the war was won or lost in Europe. Well, that's mostly true. Probably a little bit less true of World War II. Okay, so let's get to it. How are we going to do this? Let's start over in Serbia because it's a little bit less intimidating. We have some French forces about... Oh my gosh, there's so much to do. Maybe I should have played the Central Powers, but I guess it's going to be difficult for everyone. First thing is, maybe... What's this guy's... So we're looking at Belgrade, maximum entrenched at 3 action points. I think that we want this guy to be swapped out, right? Unless we can just reinforce him. This is unfortunately going to hurt his experience. So the way you play this game is actually a little bit tricky. You have to have your finger on the spacebar. Because the only way there's ways to deselect by like clicking where it's not valid, but if you're a little bit scared, any left click I do is the movement. Right click brings up this menu. I guess it also cancels. So we can use right click to cancel. That's good to know. No, yeah, but if you right click on the unit, then it brings up this menu. So you basically click and you hit spacebar to deselect. It's a little bit archaic. I don't know why they didn't just go with left click to select and right click to move. It's just not the way they chose to do it. Now, the saving grace is, and something I didn't realize for several hours into the game, is there is a nice little toolbar down here, which allows you to choose things very quickly. Instead of right-clicking, I can just select Reinforce here. There's an Operate, which basically allows you to strategically redeploy. You have your properties here, which brings up all the game unit values. And because this is a detachment, it's not going to be very useful. I don't think it's going to hold very well. So what I'd like to do is move it over here and have him entrench. We get 3 sides of entrenchment maximum. So I'm going to choose these 3. It seems like the most natural thing. And we're going to kick somebody else up into Belgrade. Hopefully they survive. Good luck to them. I think we're going to move somebody here as well. And we'll just have them entrench as well. Now, I'm not going to entrench with the unit here because they... Oh, I am. Okay, great. I didn't know I had to do this, but... Which I want left. Yep. Okay, I want 4 sides of entrenchment, ideally. Doesn't seem like it's going to happen. Do we want here or here? I think I'm going to do it this way because if I hit H, it does temporarily take away the units, and you can kind of see the map a little bit more. There is this river running, which they're going to have to attack across in order to be successful. So I, as the Austria-Hungary, usually take Belgrade pretty quickly. But the hope now is that we will be able to defend it a little bit better. And it looks like there's a river on this side too, so I probably would have been better off just defending like this. It's fine. I'm not too concerned about it. I don't think we have any reason to advance. I may even want to pull this guy back. I guess he could just... I don't know where we would want to defend with this guy. I feel like it's better just to save him. Oh, he's on an objective. Never mind. We do want... So this one is worth, if we look on the bottom right down here, Valjevo is 2 MPPs a turn. 8 supply, national morale value is 12, so we lose 12 national morale. Now, just to give you perspective, our national morale right now is Russia. No, that's Serbia. Is out of 20,000. So national morale dropping by 12 is pretty minor. Northfield says the UI looks so old school, I hate it. A Windows drop-down box is not what I was expecting. Exactly, yeah. No Paul von Leto Vorbach. Sad. I think he's in this game. I don't know when he appears. I'm hopping off. Good luck. Thanks, John. Welcome. Thanks for coming in. Broccoli kills. They shall not pass. Yeah. So now we bring the units back, and I think what we're going to do is just have this guy defend as well. Max entrenchment's only 1 here, but we're going to do the entrenchment like so, which is going to cover the 3 angles that are not covered by a river. And maybe that'll help us. I think it's probably worth it to move this guy forward and have him entrench on the river. They're already entrenching, so I feel a little bit safer about this. So entrench, and I think that looks good. I don't want to move this guy forward because we need to... Although this is zone of control, I just want to... Well, shoot. I'm really relying on them not getting through here, but I think I am going to entrench like that. Okay, so we have this overlapping defenses, whatever, and this is in range. I guess we can force them to at least kill an HQ, so we don't leave this town completely. Oh, interesting. We have this down here. Now, this is neutral Albania. As long as they don't go to war, we don't need this unit in the south. I'm going to pull my defenses. I don't know if this is a good idea. Obviously, Greece is more likely to join the L'Entente than they are to join the Central Powers. But I don't know about Albania. They might join the Central Powers. I mean, I guess we can find out if I go Control-D. Albania. They are neither leaning one way or the other, so yeah, we'll pull back. We'll pull these forces up where I assume they'll be more needed. I could even force march them, but I don't see a reason to do that. I'm going to move the HQ up. Don't know how much that's going to affect things. Oh, the Historical Gamer has joined. Will you series this, asks Ulf. Yeah, I don't know. Let's leave that to the Historical Gamer. The vid quality is kind of low even though it says 1080p. Is that just me? The problem is that this is actually being streamed at 1440 and compressed down to 1080. And that's just a problem because this game doesn't window, or doesn't play nicely with windows. So the Jotzi, this was kind of an issue I had at the very beginning of the stream. Okay, I think we're done with Serbia. Let's move up to L'Entente, the French. Boy, all we want to do is probably try to push this cavalry back. I mean, it's very difficult. We have a tall task in front of us. What do we want to hold? We do want to hold Nancy. We want to hold Verdun, definitely. We want to hold all these things. We want to hold all the things. But I don't care about holding this like place in the middle of nowhere. I think what we'll just do is hold this line. Yeah, that's a river, so we're going to hold the river line, which means we're going to... Yeah, we're not even going to give up anything interesting. The only thing which is a little bit difficult is that we're going to give up potential... Oh, this is a hill. So that's not bad. We'll move back here. We'll entrench. And I think that looks good. I didn't see if we could do any attacks. We probably should have seen if we were going to do a favorable attack or not. Yeah, 3-on-3 is not, that's not my definition of a good defense. Now this group with 9, I think I'm just going to risk. So we 2-on-2, 2-on-4. Interesting. Their entrenchment is 6. Oh my god. Well, I hate to say it, but we can't ruin a defense of... We can't ruin a fortress of frickin' 6 for an attack, as beneficial as it would be. Oh my god. So yeah, I guess this is the hard part. We really want to attack alone, but really, probably... What's your entrenchment's only 1-on-3, so you can move forward and attack, maybe? No, it's only 2-on-2. Now, if we attack, they'll replace him with somebody else, and then they'll attack me in a whole bunch of waves, and we could possibly lose Verdun. I don't think that's a good idea. Just don't have enough people. We need... Okay, so let's try to keep... You have 1 unit? I only have 1 unit. Okay, you belong in the south. And you are all these guys who all really honestly need to be moving up. But more importantly, need to be moving out. Alright, well, this is going to be difficult. Alternate capital. Can we try to fortify along this river? I think we're going to... This is bold. I don't know if it'll be successful. We're going to try to fortify along this river. Or do I just fortify here? Okay. We're going to be extremely bold. And we're going to try to fortify along this. Yeah, I think this... Yeah, don't... Okay, I think we'll do entrench exactly like that. Good luck to these forces, which are not exactly very strong. We'll make sure our HQ defends the alternate capital. And technically, zone of control should not allow them. We have zone of control here, we have zone of control here. I don't think that they can move through either of these zones of control. So... Don't attack everywhere like a mad Frenchman. So teach you. And welcome Ulf, yes. I think we're going to just give up Brussels, by the way. We can reinforce this guy. Well, Belgium has a few points then, or where are these points coming from? Available is 35. What? Who? Like, whose points are these? Who's 35? Oh, it's British. Ah, they come out of the British. Well, I guess the British don't have anything else to do. It looks like the Germans have moved their entire fleet away from me. Except for this one destroyer, which is probably laying mines. Can we get to him? No. Wait. Yes. This is a light cruiser, and this is a destroyer. Well, that seems like a favorable matchup to me. Okay, 1-2. That's not as good as I was hoping, but Oh, we've got 3. 1 to 3. Even better. We'll move this guy back. He's spent now. We have another light cruiser. All right, well, let's do it. 2 and 1. Okay, that was fair, and this guy's spent now as well. All right, well, that was interesting. Where are their... What are they doing? Huh. I guess I'll move aggressively with... So, what about you? Can you reinforce? Yeah, this is my Britannia battleship. Which one are you? So, I'd like to use this. Naval's 4 and 5. So, this is a battle cruiser, an old battleship. Lord Nelson. I don't think this is a dreadnought either. It's not. Prince of Wales. Also not a dreadnought. Or supposedly. I mean, these should be dreadnoughts, but they are coming up as battleships. Or really, really bad dreadnoughts. Because we have... Okay, here. Emperor of India. Yeah, this one sounds familiar. 6 and 6. That's what I was looking for. So are you in range or are you in position to go down here? And no, you aren't. But you can kind of get close. So this is the blockade. If we want to do it here, it's going to annoy the US a little bit. Who cares about the US anyway? Right? Am I right? I care. I do care. We have this French fleet, which might as well send them out as well. Charge! What are you doing? Wow, you cannot move very far at all. And reinforcing the French ships is just going to be like the lowest of the low priorities. Okay, you can reinforce. I don't think we need to, though. I think that our fleet is fine. Sally forth. Tally ho. Pip pip cheerio. Off you go, then. Light cruiser and a destroyer in front would be nice, just as a preventative measure against possible submarines. Although, because everything is turned off, I imagine their submarines could just, avoid us. But we'll get everyone out here. I don't know how it's going to work with supply and all that. We're not worried about logistics. Now over here. Oh, they left some bait for me. All right, we'll take it. A 1 to 6. That's the kind of exchange I can get behind. I'm almost disappointed when it comes up just 1 to 6. So red is Entente, I believe. Blue is Central Powers, which we see they have supply lines here and supply lines here. I'll probably disturb their supply lines, even though it will kind of annoy Norway and Sweden, but... Then we have this guy, who's the Corbeil Dreadnought. We have submarines as well. Well, let's just go and finish this guy off. And we avoided the damage, which is always nice. We have the Indomitable. Wow. Yeah, this is a beefy specimen. I'm kind of interested in actually defending... Okay, we can kill this guy, I guess. Yes! Hooray! We got some national morale bonus. You can move here. Okay, let's move these other guys first. We have a light cruiser, French light cruiser, and a British light cruiser. Okay. I think the British are going to have less national morale losses, so we'll move the French one. We'll move the British one further forward. Kind of worries me that we don't have a destroyer here, but they're not going to use submarines against us, are they? They wouldn't dare. That's just damn underhanded. Or underhanded and damned un-Austro-Hungarian. We have armored cruisers here. I mean, you just got ships all over the place. Just march them all towards what I imagine is going to be the choke point and just destroy the Austro-Hungarian fleet as quickly as possible. Now, they're going to stay in port. There's only so many ports they can stay in, but while they're in port, we cannot harm them. When they're in these docks, it's actually very hard to do anything. So, I think that's... Oh, yeah, we do have some ships over here. These are the ones probably who we're looking for the whatever... the battle cruiser. The one that the British pursued all the way through. Whoa, whoa, whoa. What's this? What does this mean? Oh my gosh, it's a seaplane tender. It has stuff. Amazing. Well, I don't know if there's any reason. What's this? This is Tripoli to... Okay, that's Italy. We don't care about them. I assume we can cross through the straits here, the Toronto Strait. So hopefully we can. We'll find out very soon. Why did you move backwards? Oh, that's as far forward as I can go. Okay, good. So we moved our navy. I think there's even one more ship down here. Can you tell? I've at least played once. As the Entente, I didn't do anything. It was my very, very first game, and I didn't know what I was doing. Still don't really know what I'm doing, but... Sorry, the map scroll is not ideal, but... Okay, fine. We're done with ships, I think. I don't know what to do with seaplane tenders yet, so... Wait, we found one! Might even be better off... whatever. It's a... Okay, whatever. I was going to say it might even be better off from North Sea. Okay, well, I'll move this guy to the Mediterranean. This is so confusing. Do I go here? And then I'm in the Atlantic next turn? Or Mediterranean? What? I think we just go through. Maybe this is... I don't understand that, but we'll just leave him there and see what happens. If we even get to the next turn. Evil 6 says he loves this game. Wow, that's good to hear. Alright, so now to the most problematic of all things. The damn French border. Okay, so how far can you get? Wow. Like, not far at all. I could force march him, but I don't think I want to do that. Oh my god. Because morale, I think you take a 50% morale penalty if you force march. Oh, this is horrible. This is just horrible. We cannot entrench, but this is only this is only 2 hits. No, H. Control Z? Undo? No, you can't undo. Well, you can't move unless... Yeah, no, you just can't move. Alright, I think we messed that up. Sadly. Ooh, ouch. Should we go for it? No, I don't think so. We're better off defending. The problem is that we can't entrench. Not ideal place to entrench, which is, yeah, just one river, but just trying to force them not to immediately destroy everything. Now, did we want to try to reinforce this guy? I guess we will. Let's max reinforce him. And he'll delay. That's going to, basically it's going to hold them up because I think at least 2 of them will need to attack this guy. It's the best I can hope. Now you are going to retreat back. Okay, how did I want to do this? Oh, no, that's Nancy. I don't want to lose Nancy. Nancy's a proper lady. Should not be lost. Entrench. I know that they're going to be able to kill the unit if I put it here. Oh my god, you can't move anywhere. My god, okay, you're going back then. Oh, yeah. Okay, we'll move this guy here as a precautionary... Can I undo? Control Z. It worked! Ah, I can't go into the Sedan. That's where I would ideally like to go. They're not going to be able to push past Verdun, so that's kind of a nice safe anchor point, and I guess I'm just going to have to push here. This will at least present zone of control if this guy breaks, which will save Rheims for 1 turn. You are going to move back to here and just pray that you don't get destroyed. Actually, we might even move you back here. Because you don't need to... Nobody needs to defend this. You'll move here and entrench if... Oh my god, dude, this is an HQ! No, 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 no. No, 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 no. Bad. Don't want HQs defending. We're not that desperate. And we have this guy who... Damn it, anyhow. I messed this up royally. And you can't undo. Even though none of these things I'm doing... I really wish you could undo a little bit more. So this guy can't get to where I want him to get to. I think we'll be fine with zone of controls, but... Really wish this guy could entrench. So I'm basically making blunders. I hate this in a game when you make... You say Nancy... Oh god, he's trying to teach me French. It's just not going to happen. I'm not sure. Okay. Meant Tortuga, Wahoo. What? Wahoo, say something? I missed it, Wahoo. Sorry. If you said something. Anyway. Yeah, so this is his command range. He only has one unit to command. This is a weak unit anyway. It doesn't look good for this guy. They're going to probably break through here. I don't have... I messed up, and there's no undo. So, okay, first look, fine. We're going to end up losing a lot of crap, because basically I think that this is just the controls of this game. They should allow you to undo a movement which does not impact anything. And the way it works is you can undo a movement unless you deselect that unit. If you deselect it, then too bad. Nothing works like that anymore. So it's I mean, people have said the UI looks archaic, and you know it is, and the interface is archaic. A lot of archaic isms with this, but yeah, we'll judge the game hopefully on its other merits and see how it performs there. So you can't tell. Are you out of supply? Can I shift? Oh, good. Swap these guys. Shift click, by the way, to swap. You're all fine. Okay, good. I can move this guy closer. Well, let's do that. Because this guy, he doesn't need to be... we don't really care where he is. Alright, and then we have, of course, the airplanes. The savior of everything. Which are just scouts. They're recon bombers. I don't think they can do anything, but... we'll put them... here. They will defend... they will defend the city. They will defend the city. I think we're done here. Okay, that's fine. We're, you know, I mean, look, we're doomed, right? This is not going to be a very good entrance sting. Let's just look at the research. Okay, hooray! Everyone distract. I'm like dangling my keys over here. Let me just distract everyone by bringing you to the research. Don't mind that I played that all horribly. Instead, let's look at research. So the way this works, as far as I can tell, is you invest in a research thing, and then it takes some time. So we already have industrial and technology being researched for us. If you want, you can research it, I think, a bit faster if you pay even more. Otherwise, it'll tick along at some speed. And then this is your current level. This is the max level. So we want infantry weapons. And we don't have enough money to do it. So never mind. We have 30. Oh my god, 30 points. There's nothing on here which is... Research is something you can do at some point sometimes, but not today, not now, not like this. Except for the Americans, which I would rather the Americans trade. What were they saying about war maps? L'Entente. Can you give your stuff? Convoy map. No, I want U.S. supply shipments to the U.K. Oh, it's 15. And that's 75% of U.S.'s income, so they already do it. Well, shoot. Well, they're one step ahead of me. So we can't really do any research, but you can see how it works. If we had enough available stuff, we would actually be able to invest. And there's a maximum research that everybody can do. It's country dependent. I'll have to show it off next turn. I can also hit Control P. Yeah, very archaic. It's right up here, purchase. We aren't going to be able to purchase anything because we have like no military production points. Well, points. We have no points. But it's like 255, 225 for a core. That goes down after the first or second turn, but for now it's... Yeah, we have 0 to spend as Russia. Fantastic. So we'll just... I guess we're not going to spend any money whatsoever. We can also do Control D, which, you guessed it, is diplomacy. Or click that top button. And this is where everything... the lay of the land. Italy is leaning towards the Entente, but they're at 0%, so they're not getting there anytime soon. The US is Entente as well. Ottoman Empire is 23% towards the Central Powers. Albania is in neutral. Bulgaria is 33% towards the Central Powers. 0% for Denmark. Greece is 15%. Netherlands 25% to Central Powers. Norway's neutral. Persia is neutral. Why are they neutral? Shouldn't they be Entente because of Britain? Or is this Lawrence of Arabia stuff? I don't know. I don't know my history very well about Persia. Portugal is leaning towards the Entente. They're not going to make a big difference anyway. And Romania is leaning towards the Entente as well. So there's the lay of the land diplomatically. If you were playing as the Central Powers, you would come here to declare war on Belgium in order to get things started for the Schlieffen Plan. And I think I've covered everything that I want to. So now I have to move over to the godforsaken Eastern Front. I have no idea what we're going to do here, but we're going to try our best. So this actually looks promising that this unit has advanced forward. I don't know how entrenched it is. We'll find out. Ouch. Okay, it's like not amazing. We'll probably do this attack on all sides. Oh, that 3-0 does not look promising. Or should we just bypass him? No, he's going to attack and kill me, so let's just preempt him. Okay, we did 2 and 1. It's hard for me even to read, but that was a -2, -4. This is a 2 and 2. -2, -3. So unlucky there. And -3, -1. This brave unit did not choose to yield even then, but our cavalry can follow up and do a 1-2. It's good. And we have completely eliminated him. Alright, took 2 in damage in response, but I'd rather take the extra damage and eliminate that unit. Cannot move back. So I guess once you move into any zone of control, you can't move back into another one. I think I'll move the 6 here and reinforce that next turn. And no. Let's get the 9 in there so it can push forward as fast as possible. This guy down, and that guy can stay on the river. Okay, fair enough. Hooray! We're making progress. Leave this guy in Kovno. Why not? Now we have a big old mess down here as well. Where do we want to move in? Well, I think our goal should be to push to the squishy western side of things. That's not good. H. So we want to attack this guy from up here. Okay, you can move in. So do we want to try to do this, or do we just push past? And why can't you move here? I think it's because if the zone of control takes extra movement points. So 1, 3. Okay, yeah, I think zone of control costs 1 additional movement point. Oh, yeah, it's so much to do. Oh my gosh, there's so much to do. We're gonna go for it. Ouch. Oh, he's stuck. They got 1. Lost 3. Oh my god. They're Russians. They're, you know, that's expected. Okay, we did get -2 and -2. Very good. Where's that -1? This guy still can't do anything. Except for push behind enemy lines. Almost got to this. Can we force? I should have force marched. That's fine. They'll probably attack and eliminate this unit, but he's just a detachment anyway. So if we push past too crazy, they're just going to swallow us up. Oh, this guy. He can get here. All right. 2, -2, -1. Perfect. And I can still go. Well, we can stop his retreat. I think we'll do that. Just force him to fight us to get out. And this is a first recon bombers. Apparently these guys cannot attack. They can do 0 damage. All right. Thank you so much for your contribution to the war effort. Wait. Do we have anybody else who can possibly get there? The only one that I'm sad about is this. Why can't he get there? Seems like he should be able to. 4, 5, 6. So it should be 4, 5, 6. Oh, zone of controls +1? I don't understand this exactly. We don't want to leave our supply points open. Let me just hit H. Are you controlling... Sorry, spacebar. You're not controlling... There's nothing useful there. So let's just move this guy forward so we don't lose it. We probably don't want to lose Warsaw either. So we'll move some cavalry in just to protect that. Warsaw seems like an important thing. And I might even move this guy over to Brest-Litovsk. They can't get to it, can they? I don't think so, but it would be horrible if they did. Okay, well, let's just move to the south now. Here's a guy who can do something. Are you defending something? You're defending Lodz. Okay, I think I'll leave you there. Just have you entrench. Yeah, I will defend this northern... I'm assuming that they're not going to move up this way and attack, but I could be wrong. Now, let's just do focus fire on some troops. Who do we want to focus fire on? We just want to break one at a time. That's already a 2-on-2. Oh, yeah. Okay, let's move this guy here. Undo. Wait. Yeah, undo. It's a 2-on-2 here, but it's a 2-on-1 if we... Why? Don't fully understand why that is. Okay. My phone is notifying me. So 2-on-2, but if I go here, it's a 2-on-1. Okay, well then we just won't go there. We'll just do our attack from here. And yeah, I think we'll be able to do some serious damage to this guy. So let's just do the attack. I want to move this guy back, though. That was a 3-on-2 even. Oh, good. Even better. Best case scenario, he can actually push forward. So we'll get somebody else. 2-on-2. 2, -2, and -2. Good. This guy can move back. Okay. And you can move in. Got a 1-on-2. -1. -2. What? That just happened Am I like cursed? I think that happened backwards. I thought it was my advantage, but it wasn't. Okay, it's a 1-2. They should lose 2. I should lose 1. It's the same thing. He lost 2, and I lost 0. Okay, well they're trying to make up for it. You know, I still remember that computer. Can't fool me. A 0-2. So he's dead, and no counterfire. Great. We could, if we wanted, try to attack this guy. Okay, he's not protected from this side. It's a 1-2. Let's try this. It's a -1, What the hell? It's backwards again. No, RNG, no. It's not the way it's supposed to work. You're supposed to tell me... You're not supposed to tell me the wrong thing. This guy cannot attack. I guess... Let's move this guy down so that somebody else can come up. Okay, this is supposed to be 2 dead Austro-Hungarians, 1 dead Russian. -1, -0. That was... And we're out of the ability to attack now. Okay, we'll move in with this guy. So also a 1-2, -2, -1. So there's one that lived up to its claim. And now we can get the cavalry in. Or we can have the cavalry charge wildly. Yeah, I mean, both seem like acceptable choices. 1 to 2, -2, -0. Good. And get this guy, hopefully, to do more damage. 1 to 2, -2, -1. Okay, fair enough. We'll take it. So this was a very aggressive push in the south, but I think it was... Oh, well, look at this. I like that. Push that border. Oh boy. Okay, so now we have very limited choices about what to do in this area. I don't think we can really even push forward. We'll probably end up just defending. Let's make sure that... Is this guy defending a place? We might even just defend these places. Just entrench where we are for now. While we roll up on the east. We're going to roll up the east. We're doing well in Serbia. So I think we just hold the places we're holding and just peck at the Austro-Hungarians in a very isolated points. It does look like they're at risk of being overrun here if we can. I mean, we eliminated one unit here, so that's good news. They will bring in reinforcements, but this is a very vulnerable... Like, we actually have unimpeded a road to Danzig. Danzig or bust. Oh, man. I don't know. Yeah, what the best thing to do. They have a lot of units down here, though. So, okay, let's go ahead and entrench our forces down here. Just for a turn. Buy us a little bit of time. Oh, we do have this guy who has not moved yet, but... Question is, are you defending anything? No, you're not. Well, you can move over to... We can either attack with you, we could put you into position to attack next turn, or we can move you into a defensive position. We have quite a lot of guys here, and I only see 2 cavalry. It's not too bad. I think we'll just put this guy in a position to attack next turn. We'll hold Ivangorod. Welcome, Magnus. I haven't really been paying attention to the stream. I've gotten so focused on my Eastern Front. But okay, so we also can look at what we can do with our pathetic Russian fleet. I think we have 1 submarine. Do we have 1 submarine? No? Oh, we have this guy. Kind of a useless guy. 1 second. So... What can we do? Yeah, I mean, if I want to show this off, if I don't want to make a full stream out of this, I mean a full series out of this right now, what we ought to do is probably just deploy some forces aggressively this way. I mean, we have some 10s, right? These guys should make their way to be very scary and threatening over here. And then what we want to do is deploy the light cruisers and such to blockade this. And you are a destroyer, will blockade. And okay, we have a few ships that will also do this blockade, because this is what's going to put the squeeze on the Germans. I think we have other ships which can join. So here we go. And another. And is that all our ships? Oh, here's one. I guess we can go up the long way. 18... What is this? Oh, this is the Lion Battlecruiser. Let me quickly take a look at the stats of this thing. So it's a 6-4. Interesting. It's much better on the attack, which makes sense. I guess I can either leave it to reserve or I can move it. Yeah, I'll move it up this way. It probably was going to take... No, actually, it can actually help. This is the most aggressive one, though. I wonder if there's any help, more of a benefit, any more of a national morale penalty to the Germans. If I'm already blockading this, is there any point in blockading this? In my head, the answer is no. If you're blockading this, well, I guess some ships could get through. Okay, I could see it either way. Let's go here, because it's a lion. I mean, it should be fighting. It's the first priority. All right, so I think that's all we want to do. Oh, I found one more ship. It's a grasshopper destroyer that's going to make its way back over here. And was there one other? This is actually kind of nice to zoom out like this. We didn't mess with the Russians yet. I think we messed with all these units. It looks like we have some Russian forces in the Black Sea. Let's just go look what those are. And won the turn. Oh yeah, these guys are stuck here and not going to do anything. Okay, fair enough. So, is there anything I'm missing? Let me know before I end my turn. Magnus says, did you watch XGRG and his ship designer antics with the rolled waves? I haven't. That's the video came out today, right? I haven't seen it yet. Oh man, and we let this guy go. I'm not too worried though. I don't think any of these ships will be able to make it all the way over here to attack me. And if they can, they'll be putting themselves in a position to counterattack, so I'm actually okay with that. We did a lot of harm to this, but weren't able to sink it. I probably should have set a decoy just to... I don't know. The Germans are not going to fight us, so we'll just blockade the crap out of them. Guess we'll end the one ship in Scotland. What? Oh, yeah, thank you. My man, Finchjager. Good call. Okay, good. So that we have everything blockaded along this except for one. We can probably put... so I guess putting ships along this will kind of annoy the Norwegians. Although it'll weaken the national morale of the Germans. That's probably more important. Anyway, I say at this point that we end the turn and weep for our poor nation. Okay, so this is an Austro-Hungarian event. They have to spend their points on, or they suffer national morale penalty. Prime Minister, given the likelihood of war with the Ottoman Empire, steps need to be taken to ensure that we do not lose access to our oil supplies coming from the Abadan olive fields near Basra. A plan has been proposed where the Indian Army will send a force to seize Basra and the Abadan. Yep, I think we'll do this. Let's look at the notes, though. You can always look at the notes if you're not sure what you want to do. Indian forces landed and captured Basra in a swift campaign in 1914, securing the oil fields in the city. It would be a mistake not to say yes to doing this, as it opens up the potential for a new front against the Ottomans, and will hopefully it will distract some of their forces from attacking our positions in Egypt. So we'll say yes. First Lord of the Admiralty, Winston Churchill, to increase the size of our naval forces and ensure our security, we can basically steal stuff, right? It is recommended that we seize the Ottoman ships currently being built in Britain and add them to the Royal Navy. If you agree, Royal Navy will seize the Sultan Osman I. It'll become the Agincourt. She'll be ready in September, which is pretty quick. I thought there was two. This is interesting, because I don't think we need it, right? We're already well equipped to deal with the Germans. Saying yes will undoubtedly annoy the Ottomans. Swinging them 10 to 15% is not too bad. However, doing so will only add to our strength, but also not only add to our strength, but also save us from ever having to face this ship in a battle at a later date. That is true, but like I said, I think we'd actually win. On the other hand, delivering it will swing them 25 to 35% towards the Entente, potentially significantly delaying conflict with them. Unfortunately, doing so would upset the Russians due to the impact this... Oh, and this will reduce that. Okay, we'll just take it. We'll be historical. The Ottomans are outraged. No kidding. Can we just put it differently? Norway complains that Entente attacks on their merchantmen. We're not attacking their merchantmen, just telling them not to go there. And we deployed, and that should be right there. Oh, very nice. Okay, I'm hopeful. We might be able to do this. Belgian detachment deploys. Where? Okay, well, something. And some more Russians deploying. We can use those. Put pressure on the Austro-Hungarians, especially because they... Königsberg Landsturm mobilized? What the hell's that? Landsturm must be garrison. Ah, they got to Bromberg. Damn. I wonder if I triggered this by moving inland. That's a lot of forces. It looks like... I don't know if I read this, but it looks like... looks like good old... What's his name? And his accomplice have arrived. Hindenburg. I think Hindenburg and the other guy. Dreadnought hit by rough seas. Well, thanks. Entente naval units blockade imports to Germany. It's very good. Fear of German raiders upsets trade from the British Empire. What? There's no raiders. So, plus 28, plus 20, okay, minus 14 to Russia. I forgot to ship anything to Serbia. They're fine. They'll be fine. Serbia collects 57. 0 from anybody. It's fine. It's fine. And U.S. is shipping all their money to UK, which is good. Ludendorff, thank you. Ignominious. And welcome. Question maybe for the Discord, says finished, but why was the German economy and food production more susceptible to blockade in World War I than during World War II? What changed in the interwar years? Good question. Providing care for refugees, so this is going to increase the Austro-Hungarians at the cost of their points. So there's Ludendorff and Hindenburg. And they are moving. Okay, so what? This is the important thing. What the hell are they going to do on the Western Front? Can we move through here? We shouldn't be able to. Can we? So what are they going to do? This is why I'm very nervous about this. And I want to just eliminate single units. Like this guy, he's exposed. Go for him. Interesting. They chose to reinforce a lot of units. In fact, choosing to reinforce that cavalry was really stupid in my opinion. And they're already just defending? Oh, whoa, what is that? What is that guy doing? You can probably move through the Kiel Canal if you control the land around it. Yeah, that would make sense. Okay, here we go. -1, -0. Okay, just survive. Oh, darn it. Oh, this is brutal. Oh my god. Okay, yeah, that's brutal. I don't know if we'll be able to counter that. Okay, -3. -0? What? What's going on here? Why aren't they taking any damage? Yeah, well, obviously you're going to destroy it now. Okay, -2, -2. No, -3, -2. Not good. This will destroy it. Yeah, certainly. But we slowed them down. That was the whole point. Okay, -3. Why are they so much better than me? That's why I don't understand this game exactly. That's why I'm going to turn it down to novice if I do a series on this. Yeah, they did take that fort. And they're attacking my HQ. Well, poop. But this whole front, I have to say again, it was messed up because of the lack of being able to undo, which I don't like. I wonder how they're able to get these attacks where they don't actually take damage in return. The computer obviously knows the game mechanics of this much more than I do, and this is like part of the learning curve. I wish I understood this game enough that I knew what they were doing. Essentially, this is like the learning curve, basically. Eventually you learn, you play enough, you learn, you understand. But for now, I don't know. I get too easily frustrated when I don't understand what a game is doing. So they are moving here. This makes sense. Pushing hard. I'm also noting what they do if I play as the Central Powers, which I think it's more interesting to play as. A lot more interesting decisions. Epinal. They took Epinal. Have you researched Infantry Equipment 1? Are you fighting Corps versus Army? Corps versus Army... I didn't know they had Army units. I thought everyone was a Corps. And they're entrenching now. It's not too bad. If we've actually held this line, that's not bad at all. We didn't have enough points last turn to do anything, Magnus. We had like 30 points, I think was the most that anybody had. We had not a single nation had enough points to do research. I think that was by design. The game doesn't want you to get started too early. I'm not sure what these guys are doing. Why are they entrenching? I'm not going to attack with the Serbians. If it doesn't cost anything to do, I guess there's no point not to do it, but... Interesting. So this guy's surrounded. Celebrate the capture of Brussels, you jerks! And Belgium moves its government to Antwerp. That's good. Ottomans are impressed by increased German support. Those are the biggest things. Magnus says armies were the biggest things in Strategic Commander World War II, I think he says, in infantry combat. But it looks like it's just corps. And they welcome the Goeben. That's the one that escaped in the Mediterranean. So we got some more forces. That's good. I still think it's a little bit of a bummer that I mismanaged the front. And I think that if I wasn't doing a stream, I'd also be able to pause the recordings at any point in time, and we'd all be able to, oh god, German mobilizations continue. We'd be able to like really plan it out. I'd be able to make sure I'm doing the right thing. Just like I was doing with Unity of Command 2. Like, I feel like in Unity of Command 2, I've gotten to a point where I'm very competent. I would say I'm ready to take the campaign on. I've watched the Historical Gamer play a little bit. I think I watched maybe somebody else play it a little bit. And then I played a whole lot of it myself, probably like 10 hours. Did a whole series, which is on the channel right now, of the Normandy Breakout. Entente naval blockade imports the... Okay, good. We're annoying the Germans. So, minus 50 for deploying, minus 50 to improve the Ottoman armory, plus 65 food supplies via neutral Netherlands. Maybe we should kill Netherlands. And they got everything from Norway? I thought we blockaded a little bit. Huh. These guys got some from Germany. They did minus 50 for that, and minus 30. They did form the Polish Legion, okay. And Ottomans just collect 63. Jossie says it's common military doctrine to entrench after moving. Yeah, that's fine. So this is bad. These two. This thing was a disaster. I'm not going to read through this. Be advised, the enemy may decide to use unrestricted naval warfare against our convoy routes, bringing supplies to the UK. By placing naval units on the hexes marked with a merchant flag flying a British flag, they could shut down our convoy routes, even if only temporarily. This could have a dramatic impact on our income. It is therefore strongly recommended that we maintain naval forces available to attack any naval units operating in these areas. Fortunately, the enemy's use of unrestricted naval warfare would also annoy the US government. I don't see them doing anything. Okay, so the regular army is too small to fight. Yeah, no crap. This will cost 600. Wow, 40 points for 15 turns. We almost surely want to. Thousands of able-bodied men are enlisting daily at recruiting sessions. We want you willing to fight for king and country. With so many men coming forward, it would be foolish not to say yes. Exactly. Kitchener's famous "We want you." Oh, is that it? Are we ready? Okay, look, we can do a couple fun things before this stream comes to an end. We can destroy this destroyer. Hooray! And might as well just park on this line, because that's what we're gonna do. Is this a destroyer? Do I have a destroyer nearby? Can I sweep this mine? I'll put him here and we'll... See, again, this left click to move is just... I think this is a godforsaken... This is godforsaken implementation of how you can play this. I don't agree with it. I don't agree with it at all. Hopefully that's going to keep us away from rough seas. I don't think there's any reason to use our light cruisers over here. So I don't think this game like emphasizes the use of you basically can just build battleships. I don't think that having light forces helps you in any way. So you ought to... We'll keep this guy as he's my bait. Move you up here and you up here. That's a lot of blockading going on. And actually, you can make it the furthest. I don't think it matters. And here's the French fleet, which we care even less about. I might even move this guy back and have him just sit on the objectives. Oh, you know what? Let's just have this Wait, do we have a destroyer here? Okay, this Claymore is going to sit and block the Straits of Dover. So you guys are free to move out, then, yes. Yes, yes, yes. Have them, I don't know if you have to be in coast areas to not take these heavy weather, bad weather, whatever, blocking. So let's go here. This should block the strait. Actually, that destroyer is not in good shape. I'll move him up here. And we'll move this guy to block the strait. We'll just hit these guys all along the lines, I guess. Whatever. It's fine. I'll just... They aren't getting through. Move this guy up here, because we can. And these guys are going to sit there. Okay, very good. Now, this whole mess. How do we make this better? First of all, we move this guy back. Move this guy in. Move this guy here. Entrench. Cannot entrench. Bull Pucky. Ouch. Let's reinforce this guy. Okay, that's good. This guy can actually be reinforced. So if it's green, I think they can be reinforced with elite. No? Green? Why are you green? So you can be upgraded then? You cannot. I don't know why it's in green. I thought that green was, you know, if you, whatever. So this is going to cost a lot, unfortunately. But let's get him back up. This costs us 78. France does not need to research. Let's entrench this guy. I think we'll... Boy. Move here. Entrench. Think like this. Oh my gosh. We might actually make it. We are going to do it. The BEF is going to save us, just like they did in real life. I don't know. This might be... Yeah, okay. Well, it doesn't really matter. We're screwed either way, really. So let's do this entrenchment. Can you reinforce? No, you can't. Okay, that's the weak point in the line for sure. Can this guy do any attacking of any means? No. He's probably not ideal to be there. He's going to die, but that's fine. I'm okay with that because forgotten king and country and all that. I feel good there. So we're going to... What we need to do is move this guy back. Oh, wait. Can you do attacks? You can, and they are just useless. We can actually take damage if we attack this guy. Hooray! Needless to say, I'm not going to entertain that option. Oh gosh, we have these guys as well. Yeah, so we need to get this out of here. I think we'll just swap with this guy. Are you... Can you entrench? Yes. Perfect, we did it! We saved him! Dude, things are coming together. It's 3 sides of entrenchment, the minimum. It's the maximum. And I don't know if there's any benefit, by the way, to entrenching less or more. If you do only 2 sides, is your entrenchment more effective? I'm kind of led to believe no. I think we will move this guy here and move this guy here. So it turns out we are going to need some forces down here. Get this guy to... Oh, he can entrench. Yeah, that's a weak point, obviously. The only good news is that this guy's zone of control means that nobody can move in there. Can't even reinforce this guy. Whatever. Okay, well, we have this force at Tours, which we can start bringing up. I don't know even where we'll need it. We might actually lose the Maginot. We may have over-deployed. So let's get this guy over... Okay, this guy has to move back here. And who's most likely to die? This guy. So we'll move in here and entrench. Oh, we can't entrench, but this is basically we're guarding against this 7 being destroyed. Which, you know, is not unlikely. That's actually not bad. We actually held. I mean, we lost a lot on the Maginot, which is the funny, surprising thing, but... So this guy is fortified. Good, okay. You cannot fortify. Can we get you elite reinforcements? No, that might be something only the Germans can do. Okay, so we've done that. Let's go and avenge our battle cruiser, light cruisers, whatever, here. Let's see what they have. They have a armored cruiser, a dreadnought, and a battleship. So we should be able to kill the battleship, no problem. So this is a 4-5, this is a 3-5, which is better. This is a 1-5. Let me quickly look at you. Are you better on the attack or the defense? 6-6. You are 4-5, so you're better on the defense. And you are 6-6. Okay, so let's attack the guy who is, okay, -4, -3. And then we'll move back, because this guy's better on the defense, so we can attack him later. And I think I want to move forward and just, like, be extremely aggressive to kind of force... No, I guess I don't want to lose ships. And we have the Black Prince. Ooh, nice. Move here. 3-3 or 1-3. I think let's try to get this guy. Got him. And I'm only -1. Oh, man, I'm so okay with that. That was glorious. And we have a battle cruiser here. Also want to ask this question. 3 and 2. So he's actually better on the attack. Let's absolutely eliminate him next. Oh, yeah, 1 and 6. That's perfect. Oh! Well, that's what they get for messing with the light cruisers. And we're going to hem this guy in. I don't think that it matters. But... yeah, and we'll leave this guy out of it. And we'll move up with our... ah, darn it. Our submarine can't attack? That's a bummer. I think we'll put our submarine here, though. Oh, what the hell? You have to hold control to route, which I didn't do, which is stupid. So if I want to go here, I can hit control and click, 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 and that would move me back. I mean, it didn't execute because I moved back to the same spot, but you do control click, you can set waypoints, and they won't move in a really stupid way like they just did. Alright, let's move this guy in. Just so surprised that these attacks won't do anything. Why wouldn't they? Well, we got more ships to move in, so keep doing that. Good. And I guess we're going to take... Where's that place? Basra? Where's Basra? I have no idea where Basra is. But it's apparently someplace... Oh, here it is. Basra. So apparently that's the place we're going to invade. Fair enough. Gregory asked, load, and this be up on your YouTube after live stream? It will, yes. Yeah, and Finish Jaeger, what you said makes sense. I mean, I was wondering if that's the case. I don't know, though. And, again, it's probably one of those things I'm going to have to wait for the game manual. So we're done here. We're done in... or we are not done in Serbia. We probably don't want to do anything in Serbia. Unless we just want to drop this guy back across the line. Look. I think we do. Oh, undo. Maybe not, because he is defending a city there. But it only has it's only a town worth 2 points. But those points are still precious. I think what we'll do is we'll reinforce this unit. And we'll reinforce this guy, because it looks like they're going to try to break through over here. And we'll reinforce this unit, just because he's another person we should reinforce. We could just hit max. I don't know why I'm not. We'll probably reinforce this guy next. Max. And that's as many as we can do. So we left this guy very vulnerable, but the good news is it's a fortified river crossing. And there's only one person who would have to leave Sarajevo to get to us. And we have this guy as well, who can come over and Shucks, are they going to try to flank all the way? This is neutral Romania, so they can't do that. Honestly, what I want to do is next turn move this guy over here. So, we move this guy down and have this guy move in here. We'll just entrench defensive, like as a defensive precaution. But I don't think he'll need to be used. Okay, so that's enough. How many points do you guys have? I don't even know who's... Oh, these guys can't reinforce. Are you entrenching? You should be entrenching. Okay, I don't want to do that just in case they can somehow capture. So we'll probably swap these two if this guy takes too much more damage. Because apparently I can't... Montenegro cannot be reinforced. It's kind of a bummer. Can I send... So, can I send war map? Montenegro? No, don't. For the love of God, don't send... Yeah, I can't do anything with them. Supply Serbia. Yeah, I can supply Serbia, but I cannot... Can Serbia supply Montenegro? What's the deal here? How does Montenegro ever defend itself? Yeah, I don't think I want to declare war. Okay, some convoy map. Yeah, I don't know. I don't even know what I just clicked, but that's right. All right, well, I think this is fine. Oh, no, it's not. We want to move more people up. Get ready for the big fight. Actually, the big fight might have already happened, us taking out that battleship, but... Okay, turns out we cannot go through the Toronto Strait. I was wrong. And we'll get this guy to move over as well. Is that everyone? We can zoom out. There's one up here, but that's the sea tender, I think. I'm not going to move him. Okay, good enough. The last thing we want to do before we end the turn is look at the Russian situation. So we have this guy surrounded. I think we're going to... Oh yeah, 1 and 3. This is already a good promising start. If we want to take Lemberg this turn, I think we just focus on eliminating units one at a time. Just do a very slow, methodical push through. A lot of these units might even be needed somewhere else. Now, eventually, the problem is that they will entrench. If we don't... you know, there's this trade-off, right? We want to move as far forward as fast as possible so that... Ooh, this guy's weak. Why did he move there? That seems stupid. Yeah, for the reason being that we want... They're going to end up defending and it's going to be harder. They're going to entrench, right? So it's we already know. We expect that this is going to be the case. I think we'll spend a turn with the Russians to resupply a lot of these damaged troops, at least in this area. So, how much money does Russia have? Oh, they don't have a lot. Okay, I no longer think we're going to be able to break through here. This is a 1 and 2. That's acceptable on my stand. It's -2, -1. Exactly what we expected. Hey, I'm fine if they give us more or less what we're expecting. So 1 and 2. This is a 1 and 3. This is a 1 and 2. So let's do the 1 and 3. -3. -2. You lied to me again! Stop lying to me, game! 1 and 3. Please. -3. No, -2. -2. Unbelievable! Please stop. Please, somebody stop the bleeding. That's just incredible. How is it possible that they can... I mean, I haven't been keeping track, but every time I get this sense that the game is unfair, I end up doing the tracking and it comes out not in my favor. Okay, we can do attacks here if we want to abandon Lodz, which doesn't seem like a great idea. But we can shift people forward too. I just feel like this unit is cut off, and we do want to eliminate units. That's just incredible to that. Alright, just do it. Alright, we got one benefit there. So, go move in. We took something. Thorn. It was a thorn on our side, literally. Yikes. Yikes, not just because, you know, that was a yikes moment, but the joke was terrible. All your people are over here, Mr. Commander. Please move forward. Support them. I'm going to let this guy in Allenstein come out and kill this HQ if he really wants to. Or am I? If I move here, I can entrench. And there's no river here? It's hard to tell. Yeah. Or we can try to attack this guy. This guy's not going to be very helpful in an attack. Yeah. Because this is just a detachment. Could reinforce this guy, although he's kind of useless. He's just a defensive guy. Oh, is there a way to upgrade? Oh, I think there is a way to upgrade these guys to HQs. I mean, to cores eventually. That is a crap ton of naval forces. So I leave this back down to here. Okay, the south side should be a good place to attack. 1 and 5. Holy crap. That's great. 5 minus 0. Okay, gotta give credit where credit's due. That was a nice little benefit to us. We can also, by the way, hit S to look at supply. And you can hold S, press S again to see how much supply you would have moving forward. I don't know how supply exactly works in this. So I look down here, we have supply of 7. Is that good? Is that bad? I don't know. Okay, an 0 and 4, 0 and 5. That's the ticket right there. Got him. And it was an 0 and 5, but we did take damage. Nonetheless, we've taken these oil fields, which is, you know, it's nice. I think we'll move this guy all the way forward. Reason why is he'll stop there next turn. He'll probably reinforce at that exact spot. Let's reinforce some of these guys. Because we have some extras, basically. This is Romania, and this is Hungary. So opening Romania onto the Entente would be amazing. Although I don't know if they have any they don't have any forces on the map. They probably have to mobilize, but it would be very nice. So what do we want to do with this guy? By the way, what about this useless airplane? Is he still useless? I don't understand 0-0 attacks. Okay, so this guy has experience of 1.15 if we look down here. Does this increase his experience? His experience is now 1.15. Okay, no. So it doesn't increase his experience. It actually increased mine. My experience was pretty much nothing. Alright, how do we want to deal with this situation? I don't know. I really don't. So I'm just going to end up calling the stream here, because decision will lead to a terrible, indecisive spiral of death. Or we could just go crazy and start attacking, knowing that I'm going to end the stream. But basically, I would like to replay this, play this as the Entente, like for real, or maybe do the Central Powers. We can take a moment here to at least look at the research, which I wasn't able to do last turn. But like one of the things you're going to want is infantry weapons. We'll spend 125 on that. It's going to take a long time for that to get up. We'll have France also spend 125 on that. Italy looks like they eventually will make it, but they're not receiving any income right now. This is Serbia. No, this is Russia. Now Russia... No, sorry. This is Serbia. I get the two. Why is it so hard for me to look at the difference? With their 1 point left, I highly doubt they're going to be doing any research. But Russia, on the other hand, we probably should be spending all this points in reinforcing units. But I'm going to go ahead and start infantry warfare as well, because it does give you a +1 to both soft and hard attack, I believe. And just to give you some perspective on that, soft attack is 5 and hard attack is 4. So, and I think your defense goes up as well. So, you know, this going to 6 and 5 is at least, if we're talking about soft, which is most of the fighting right now, obviously, it's a 20% increase, which is pretty good. So that's going to conclude the stream. I hope everyone enjoyed it. Thanks for tuning in. Yeah, I don't have anything else to say. I had a really enjoyable time with this game. I hope you are enjoying at least a look at it. Hopefully by now you know whether or not this is the kind of game you could get into. I have to say, this is one of those games for me where unless somebody explains to me how to play it well, I just get so frustrated in the details, which you've seen. But I'm planning, in my head, in theory, just like a lot of times I theorize what are the videos I want to put on my channel. One of the videos I really want to do, there's several, but one of them is a breakdown of all the World War I games. The ones I played are To End All Wars. I played Making History, The Great War. I've now played this, Strategic Commander, World War I. There's also Supreme Ruler, The Great War, and I think that that's a great... I really like Supreme Ruler Ultimate, so I think that Supreme Ruler Ultimate with the Great War DLC is probably a very interesting game. It's not as granular as this, I don't think. I think the hexes might be slightly bigger, or maybe roughly this size. Maybe no, I think they're slightly bigger. But it's comparable. It's a war game. It's a hex-based war game. I think this game and this would be very comparable. I mean, Strategic Command World War I would be very comparable in my eyes to Commander: The Great War, which is another World War I. So there's been a lot of World War I titles, and I don't know if you probably have to throw into the mix some of the mods done for Hearts of Iron 3 and Hearts of Iron 4 and Hearts of Iron 2 even. What is it? The Darkest Hour? Does that have World War I in it? I don't know. But there's a lot of World War I games out there, and I think it's kind of an interesting topic to discuss on a video. What are the World War I games that are available to a wargamer, and how are they? Or break them down. Even if you don't rate them, at least talk about the pros, cons, or what does each one feature. That's an idea I had, but throw that right in there with a comparison of Space 4X games. I wanted to look at Aurora 4X versus Distant Worlds versus Stellaris. I have a whole script written for that one that I never did a video for. I have that ship trajectory for crossing the T and like analyzing shell trajectories, I should say, firing arcs and all that. Lots of fun stuff, but that's just me blabbering at the end of a stream. Take care, Jared, and I'll see you later, Ignominious. For the rest of you out there, thanks for tuning in. I'll catch you back for the next video. We got the Cold Waters series going on the channel right now, but I'll soon have an Armored Brigade series starting, and maybe a series on this depending on... We'll see if people are really interested in this or not. I'll just get a feel from it from the comments. I could really go either way. I'm very interested in it, but mainly I wanted to just present it to people as, hey, this is out there, this is what it looks like. I invested my time to learn how to play it, so hopefully that helps you guys jump into it a little easier. So otherwise, have a good Sunday, the good rest of your Sunday, or if you're watching from Europe or watching in the future, good luck with the start to your week. Take care, guys.